Morning, everybody. We're on day 24. We're in our very last week of our 30 days of 15 or so minutes every morning. Today I have my hubby with me again. He's featured once before, but we're gonna work through some yin poses today, specifically for the kidney meridian. So usually you need about an hour for yin because you hold poses for so long. Today we're probably just going to be doing about 3 poses. So make sure you've got some blankets and some pillows. Doesn't matter what they look like. You want the pillows to be quite sturdy though. Maybe a block if you have a block. And then simply come to sit whichever way feels comfortable for you. Close your eyes and rest your hands on your knees. Maybe shift around a little bit here. Make yourself super comfortable in the shape. And then feel the shoulders soften and relax away from the ears. Relax your face. And when you're ready, you take an easy inhale through the nose. And sigh your breath and body out. 2 more like that. Easy inhale. And sigh it out. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale it out. And then you simply close your mouth. We sit for a little while. And just allow your breath to keep moving. Whatever the rhythm happens for you right now, go with that. When you're ready, you take an easy inhale through the nose again. Sigh it out through the mouth. And open your eyes, and we're going to just lean over towards the right side. Just a little bit of movement before we go into the pose. Left arm's going to stretch up and over, and just stretch and reach into it. Maybe roll it out a little bit. Whatever kind of movement feels good here for you. And then sit yourself up and over, same kind of thing to the other side. Stretching into it, reaching into it. Maybe there's a yawn or a sigh, and then sitting all the way up. Just support the back of your neck with your fingers, so just drape it around the back or sides of the neck so that you can drop your head back. Relax your jaw. Keep relaxing the arms down onto the chest. Nice. Just getting that stretch into the lower jaw and the throat. And then slowly releasing, dropping the chin down towards the chest, but roll it down so that you can relax through the back of the neck. You might even feel it at the top of the shoulder. And then release. And you're going to come to sit in a pose that we call butterfly. So you're going to bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. The space between the heels and the body, it's entirely up to you because you're going to go into a forward fold. We're going to be rounding a whole lot through the back body because that's where the meridian lines for the kidneys are running. And you can either just sit up tall like this and drop the chin down, or you can lean your torso forward into space and drop the chin down. If you want some support of some bolsters and blankets, you can kind of like put them on your lap, drop your hands or your elbows down, rest your forehead down. It's entirely up to you. We're here for about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. If you have a block, you can also rest your forehead down onto the block. So you can see that Derek is sitting up quite tall, but he's relaxing the chin down, and there's this beautiful roundness through the spine, and I'm sure that he's feeling the stretch across the lower back. Yes. Awesome. And we're going to just settle into it. So while you're in this shape, maybe sigh your breath out a few times. Remember, you can also drop your elbows down onto the block and rest your forehead into your hands or your chin into your hands. Just see what feels okay. What you want here is for your whole body to begin to just soften. Think of the idea of honey just kind of like trickling out of the container and just trickling over the ice cream or whatever you're going to use that honey on, and it takes its time to just ease into that shape. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Reminder to be mindful here that there's no pain for you. If there's pain, you need to back out of the pose. You're going to stay for around about another minute or so. If you feel like you can move a little deeper into the pose because the body feels like it wants it and it's okay with that, you're more than welcome to soften a little bit more over the legs. If you feel like you need to back out slightly because that feels better for you, then please also do that. Sigh your breath out. Relax your shoulders, your face. When you're ready, take an easy inhale through the nose. Side out. And slowly you're going to curl yourself all the way up and just sit up nice and tall just for a breath or two. Relax your shoulders, keep your eyes closed, relax your face. Maybe there's another sigh there for you. And then just use the hands to guide the knees in towards one another, straighten the legs out, maybe lean back a little bit into your hands and just shake the legs out a little bit or windscreen wiper them. We're going to go into one more pose. I'll set Derek up into the pose. Some of you are not going to be able to do this because the knees and the ankles are not going to accommodate. So the variation for you would be to stay with the legs like we had them, like soles of the feet together, and then simply recline back. Otherwise, you're going to come to sit on your shins, and you're going to take the knees nice and wide and the big toes to touch. Maybe move yourself a little bit more towards the front of your mat. And then you're going to see how it feels for you to maybe recline back or lie back onto the blankets and the bolster. You can take the knees really wide. Does that feel okay for you? Does it feel okay resting the head down like that? Otherwise, we can put a block there for you. The arms can rest alongside the body, or you can rest the arms further away from the body. At any stage, if this is too intense for the ankles, the knees, or the lower back, just release out. But you want to be able to relax completely. You want to feel how your body's being supported by all your props. You want to relax your jaw, you want to relax your neck and your shoulders. And again, we stay for a little while. Those of you that do not have all the props available, you can just follow what I'm doing. Soles of the feet together and reclining back. Maybe have one blanket underneath the back body and resting down into it. Remind yourself to just let go of the body a little bit. Every time you exhale, Allow parts of the body to soften even more. You're not staying for very long, maybe about another minute or so, minute and a half. Remember, if there's pain or it's super, super uncomfortable, please just come out of the pose. Keep relaxing your face, your jaw, your throat. At any stage, if you feel like you need to straighten your legs out, so if you were lying like I was lying, propped up on blankets and pillows, you can always just straighten the legs out. The same thing for the shape or the pose that Derek finds himself in. Otherwise, you're going to stay for a few more breaths here. Go for one more deep inhale and sigh it out. So coming out of the pose, you have to activate a little bit through your front body. So prop up onto your elbows and then slowly coming up. And you're simply going to keep going from there, slowly just moving forward into a child's pose. So you might feel that you want to move your knees closer. You might feel like you want to move the arms out in front of you. You might feel like you want to cover up. Do you need a blanket over your lower back? You okay? I'll put a blanket over. And again, it's a nice stretch across the entire length of the back body into the neck. You have the connection that you're making with the forehead to the floor. Allow the shoulders to soften and relax. Sigh it out. You're here for 1 minute. And if you feel like swaying your hips a little from side to side, maybe do that for a few breaths. When you're ready, take a nice deep inhale here and simply sigh your breath out. Those of you that have more time and you feel like you want to stay in your child's pose, you're welcome to stay for up to 3 minutes longer. You can stay for 5 minutes in the pose. Those of you that are following along with me and your 15, 16 minutes, just curl yourself all the way up when you're ready. And just come to sit cross-legged again. If you're staying in the pose, you can stay in the pose. You can also just sit up and stay like that. If you need to move a little bit, you're more than welcome to press back into a down dog or just windscreen wiper the legs a little bit from side to side. And take a moment to just settle back into that seated shape of yours. Relax your face. You can put your hands on your knees or bring your palms together and just plug those thumbs into your heartbeat or press them into your sternum. And connect with your heart beating on the other side. Give thanks to your extraordinary body and these practices that we have available that we can do together. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. And thank you everybody for joining me. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a beautiful day. So people, if you enjoyed the movement practice that you've just done with me, please leave me a comment down below so that I have a better idea of what it is that you guys might be looking for when it comes to movement practices. Maybe give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, either way, or even better, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also, if you look in the more info down below, there's a link to my actual website where you can become a patron to my Wolf Heart and support this work that I do in the hope to give you tools so that you can move better. Thank you.